Hey guys, my name's Alberto, uh, aka Destroyer 48. Welcome to Pro Wrestling Chat, where we talk about pro wrestling chat. Ha ha ha. What's my specialty with pro wrestling? You all know Jim Crockett, NWA Jim Crockett Promotions. After that, followed by WCW, AW. Not too much of an WWE fan, but I did watch WWE Saturday night on NBC. And then later on, I was fortunate enough to get WWE on USA. It was okay, but not my favorite. So I got something stuck in my teeth. I was eating celery and stuff. Anywho, I want to see if anybody's up late at night. Want to talk about pro wrestling? You can even talk about WWE if you want. Start my intro. What did I do today? Went to the doctor. Had a corn on the bottom of my foot. Went to a real nice place. They took me quick and they got me X-rays quick, and I was out of there. When a new place, the older places usually take forever. There's a lot of people and all that stuff. So I want to see who's gonna come on. Who wants to talk about pro wrestling? Talk about Ric Flair, Sting, the Horseman. I am planning to do a video on Ric Flair for you guys, but I need to research before my time because Ric Flair started his wrestling career what in '74 maybe. So now he starts off with tag team. I heard that he started off big. He was like fat or either bulked up. He slimmed down, and I don't know before, but I know the earliest I know he started off in the AWA. I don't know if there's any matches of him that early, and then he starts off with Greg the Hammer Valentine. They become a tag team and they fight against his future friends, which will be the Minnesota Wrecking Crew with Ole and Gene Anderson. That is good for me to practice. So I can start on my video, which I don't know. Hopefully by possibly this week, but I would think more next week. I need to do some research. And then I follow them in WCW and saw a lot of NWA matches. So I shouldn't. It's impossible. It's like I had the problem with the Sting video. There's just too much information, and I have to be dividing what I'm gonna do. I think the best thing to do is to come up with the best points. Because there's just too many matches, and they're wrestling the same people over and over again. Um, yeah, that Sting was a doozy. I like the beginning of Sting's career; it wasn't that hard, but the afterwards, I just had a hard time getting into the Sting because the part one was okay to be in his career. The Sting part two, I had a hard time doing it because I was just a lot of parts I was just not as interested. The Joker Sting didn't do it for me, so it wasn't that fun. But I forgot to tell you guys the reason I did the Sting video is because he's a big time wrestler. I just like the beginning of his career way more than his latter part. He's getting old. He's putting on a t-shirt. They put on t-shirts. That means they're ashamed of the body. So why be there? I heard that Dixie Carter, she didn't want to let him go in TNA. Because he's a big name, but I think maybe they misused him, and I don't know. I was just not interested in his career that much anymore. Maybe back then I could have, but as of right now, no. I just like the beginning of his career. And he is not my favorite wrestler, but the Crows thing, I have to give it to him. That's really cool. That's really awesome, and he is a good wrestler. And just like Great Muta is my favorite wrestler. The Road Warriors, they look super cool. Hmm. And popular points, I guess people. I don't. I hate to admit it, but it's like he. I guess people don't think Sting can be compared to Hogan. Even Sting was looked way more cool than Hogan. Hogan would just flex and stuff like that. Sting had a really cool gimmick with the crow Sting. That was cool. The first thing was okay, but it got kind of boring in a while. Kind of like Hogan. Like you already knew they were gonna win. Hmm. The coolest thing I saw, my favorite wrestler, the Great Muda, he uh he beat Sting for the title or something. Sting has beat Great Muda has beaten Sting in Japan. Pretty cool. Sting and Muda versus the Steiner brothers. I believe they beat the Steiner brothers. That's awesome. I believe that was in Japan. It was really cool when Sting would tag with Muda, but I don't think they tagged that much. Man, today it's like I'm usually asleep at this time. It's just that my everything's going crazy. My schedule is crazy. Excuse me, like I said, I'm yawning because I'm usually asleep at this time, but I wanted to do a pro wrestling video. Don't have anybody in here, so I think I got a couple of more subscribers in this channel. Oh, wow! I got a diabetic nerve pain. Oh, sorry, sorry guys. I never had this problem during a live stream with diabetic nerve pain. It's on my toe. That's a first. Hope I didn't scare you guys. It's sorry. It just you know what? I should have probably took my pills so I could take it. Maybe that's the reason why. I never had a problem with this. I've taken my pills late and never had this kind of pain. It's kind of a little bit throbbing right now, but I just got like three big pains and it's starting to hurt. So, hmm. No, I don't think I'm gonna lower myself down, take medication. Although I probably can. I can get off camera and take a medication. I would feel weird taking medication for you guys. I probably can't do it. It's not that bad, right? Y'all would not get offended, right? No, that's bad. I don't think YouTube is thinking I'm doing drugs or anything. This is medical medication. All right. Hopefully, this pain doesn't really start overtaking me. I've been having something like my head kind of hurts right here. Anyways, back to wrestling. We have not talked to about our ROH. We have not talked about AEW. I don't know if I did a pro. When's the last time I did a pro wrestling chat? It may have been late at night when nobody was here. I hope you guys are my subscribers. I think I have 22 with you guys, probably a little bit more. I don't know. I hope you're doing well. I hope you want to come in here soon to talk some wrestling. I miss my friend. I only talked to him once, psychosocial. Although I've he left me some comments, so that was cool. I look forward to seeing him in my chats, my live chats, but I have not seen him. Psychosocial, I miss you, brah. And Tico, I think that's the only Laverna. I just talked to Laverna on my other channel, so that was cool. I was hoping maybe she wanted to come in here and talk too, but she's a busy gal. Um, I can't wait to get this channel up and running, man. Let's get it popping. Let's get it going. Let's talk some wrestling. It will happen. It will happen, and I will find. I hope you subscribers. I hope you're watching this. You guys are just chilling out on the couch and checking this out. And I hope I get some chatters in here. The chatters, everybody plays a role. If you're just watching, you're still supporting the channel. Wow, why did it do that? Oh, I went to 10. All right, let me, every 10 minutes, let me see if I can introduce myself. My name's Alberto, aka Destroyer 48. You're watching my pro wrestling channel. We're here to talk about wrestling. I will try to get props for wrestling. I just never got around to it. So I'm going to try to get some props, maybe get some AEW wrestlers, the real ones, not the action figures. I'm just kidding. No, the action figures. Go to Walmart and buy a couple. I can at least buy a Mexican ring or something. I live near Mexico. We can't go there. Wow, we actually have somebody in here, and let's say you want to come by and say hello and chat with me, and we're talking about pro wrestling. We're gonna talk about any organization. Although I prefer NWA Jim Crockett Promotions, AEW. I will talk WWE, but I don't know. So I hope you come by and say hi. Like I said, I'm looking forward to doing my Ric Flair video. I could probably do it right now, but I want to do a little bit of research on it and go into the times when Ric Flair is teaming with as a fly, sorry. Ric Flair is teaming with Greg the Hammer Valentine, and they're wrestling Gene and Ole Anderson for the belts. Who let's see who else would Flair be wrestling around the time? Wahoo McDaniel, maybe the Briscoe brothers, the Funks. Although I know I saw when Ric Flair was wrestling Jack Briscoe. Jack Briscoe was the face. Ric Flair was the heel. I would like to know more about that. Roddy Piper wrestles Ric Flair in NWA. I'm pretty sure Ric Flair probably wrestled Greg the Hammer Valentine. Now it is said that I shouldn't even be saying this. I should be saying this for video, but I will talk about it. I have heard. I think it was Greg Gagne. He does come out a lot on YouTube and his interviews, and I think he's the one that said Johnny Valentine, Greg the Hammer Valentine's dad, was supposed to be Ric Flair's partner, but he he and Ric Flair they were in the same plane in the plane accident, and Ric Flair it took him a while to recover. I think 6 months, and because I read Ric Flair's book too, and Johnny Valentine got messed up even more where he couldn't wrestle anymore. So they gave the spot for Ric Flair's tag team partner would be Greg the Hammer Valentine, which then they started trading off the belts, fighting, like I said, the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, a team of Ole and Gene Anderson. I love that team, man. I mean, that's really cool. I mean, I really liked it because I was a Ric Flair fan, and then when I found out, listen to the announcers, sometimes they'll talk about the past, talk about Ric Flair's past, what he's done, and or I find old footage from YouTube, and I did see some of the matches. See if I remember of those two tag teams: Minnesota Wrecking Crew, Gene and Ole Anderson versus Greg Hammer Valentine and Ric Flair. I remember seeing Ric Flair. I didn't go over the matches again, but I remember Ric Flair doing more off the top rope stuff, and his style was a little bit different. Um, Off the top ropes, he was just doing more nimble stuff. I don't know if that's the word nimble. Um, then you get to the 90s and or even 80s, he's like wrestling Dusty Rhodes for the belt and Harley Race. And in the 90s, his style of wrestling changes a little bit, but he usually sticks to the chop, the picking the guy in the knee, the punches to the face, the figure four leg lock. They would throw him against the rope and he'd do that spinning move or spin up the top rope move. He says his chop, or he got it from Terry Funk. He stole his chop from Terry Funk. um, Shouldn't be saying this stuff because it's for my video. Let's see how many guys watch it. And I want to know how much of you guys are watching this video. So I guess we'll get off the Flair talk for a while unless someone comes here and wants to talk about Ric Flair. Hmm. I was seeing some matches, but the footage is too old with the Funk brothers versus the Briscoe brothers. Briscoe brothers from the 70s, not the ones now. Jack and Jerry Briscoe. I had read somewhere that I don't know which one of the Briscoes had a running some kind of running slam or something, or a turnover slam. I looked for it. I could never find that slam. The Briscoe brothers and wrestle. No, they wrestled the Funks in the 70s. I seen the Briscoes wrestle the Road Warriors. It's the wrestlers versus the brawlers. The matches there are just. I don't remember anything too so particular about it. Don't worry, I'm not boring myself. I'm just sleepy. I'm supposed to be asleep at this time. But I wanted to do this live stream. See if anybody want to join at this time. Never know. That's how I met Psychosocial. I met him through here. I did a live stream that night, and we were cool, man. We would talk. I hope I run into him again. Jack Black Mulligan. I'm just spitballing here. I'm pretty sure he wrestled Ric Flair. I need to check out that match. Jack Black Mulligan is huge, man. He's a huge man. He's at least 6'6". Excuse me. Jack Black Mulligan. Him and Jack Black Mulligan and his sons are Barry Windham and there's another Windham brother. But not Barry Windham, but the other Windham son and Blackjack Mulligan. They're the ones that did um they're making Confederate money. I don't know. I guess they really needed money and they both got arrested. Barry was not involved. Excuse me. Barry was not involved in that. Thank goodness. Or he would have done some time. Well, Mr. Wahoo McDaniel, supposedly he's a Native American. He played for uh, Miami Dolphins, and I think they said he played for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not sure about that. Something about when he would make a good player, something the crowd would go, wahoo, wahoo, perfect for my yawning. Um, no, the main team he played for was the New York Jets. But I think supposedly he played for Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. And then he got into pro wrestling. But I don't remember who would Wahoo. I need to do, I would like to do a video on Wahoo. I want to see who he's wrestled. I think Ric Flair's one of them. He may have wrestled Arn Anderson and stuff like that. And supposedly he was the man's man. Ric Flair's book, Ric Flair talks about Wahoo McDaniel, maybe Holly Race, one of them being the toughest men he knew. Hey, that I'm pretty sure they ran into each other. Wahoo McDaniel versus Harley Race. I haven't seen that. That would be a good match. They're both thick guys, man. It'd be chopping the crap out of each other. All right, we're at the 10-minute mark. We're at the 20 minutes. My name's Alberto, aka Destroyer 48, aka Subscribe for Food, aka Subscribe for Nuts, ha ha ha. AKA I'm the ghost of the most, ha ha ha. AKA I have a trillion channels. We could also talk about even though nobody's here right now, we could talk about the Vince McMahon thing. That guy just getting in so much trouble, man. And supposedly he's a pervert. And they got him for sexual harassment. That'd be a good subject, but I need people to get in here. This is nothing, man. One time at one of my other channels, I fell asleep. Nah, but I'm sick, man. I can fall asleep almost any time. I would like some of you guys, you older guys that are a little bit older than me, that say you're in Florida and you're in the North Carolinas, whatever. I'd like to hear the matches you went to. I know you guys are still alive and stuff. I want to hear. I want you guys in here to tell me your experience. It'd be nice. Excuse me. I rarely come to a live stream where I'm sleeping like this. Jeez. But I push myself to stay awake to hang out with you guys. I would probably be doing this at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. But I want to come earlier to see if I can get people in here. Where are my subscribers? Where are my subscribers, yo? Need you guys in here. I need to talk so we can have some fun. I guess I'll see them in my YouTube shorts. Hey, I didn't sound right. I see what YouTube. I would want to one of you peeps tell me about Wahoo McDaniel, man. I don't remember him wrestling. I'm just gonna spitball here again. Let me talk about stuff, and maybe I could jog my memory to see. I know he's wrestled people. He's maybe fought with Arn Anderson. Had a feud with Arn Anderson. I'm pretty sure he fought with Gene Anderson. Was Wahoo McDaniel one time United States champion? Ivan Koloff. I need to see if he's wrestled him. I wish I could go and look this up afterwards, but after this, I'm probably going to bed because I'm getting sleepy and stuff. I'm still gonna stick around some, so you guys still have a chance to come in here and talk with me, chat with me, and talk about pro wrestling. That's what I'm here for. I don't get paid for this. I do this absolutely free. You guys are my family. You're my brothers and sisters. Man, I haven't had too many people chatting here. I remember just Laverna, but her AKA, she has sister now. And give me Tico's come in here and talked. Psychosocial came here and talked about wrestling. And that's all I remember. I don't remember anybody else coming in here. I'm looking for more subscribers. I want people that want to chat here about pro wrestling. And we'll have a grand day out of it. One day we get some people in here, man. I hope so. I got 22 subscribers in here. Probably get some more and see if we can build a fan base, get more people in here. I miss Psychosocial. I miss Tico. I can't say I miss Laverna. Not a bad thing. Sister. It's because I just ran into her right now. So we're good, man. She came by. She came by my other channel. My bad. I don't think I have 22 subscribers in here. I think I have like 17. We'll have a grand old time, Wilma. I don't know why I had in my head the Flintstones. The wrestlers always go over the Russians, the Freebirds. I want to know if Terry Gordy wrestled the Freebird Terry Gordy. If he ever wrestled in the NWA. because I know he was going to Japan, and then later on he was a free bird, and then he ended up going with Dr. Dusty Williams to Japan. I'm sure they made a pretty penny over there. I'm pretty sure they pay more over there. But that must be tough on your family, man. You never get to see your wife or whatever. And usually these wrestlers they're married. I don't know when they get married, man. They're not gonna see their wife. Why get married if you don't get to see your wife and kids? What's the point? It's just money. At least even worse, there's looks like they're just using you for money. That's a sad life to live, man, especially for the wife. And then usually the wrestlers are gonna not to say anything bad, but they're gonna be unfaithful because they're lonely and they can't see their spouse. It's kind of like a military family. Well, maybe it's good. I don't have anybody in here because I'm just yawning. But if you talk to me, I probably wake up and I'd stay try to fight to stay awake. Ivan Koloff versus Wahoo McDaniel. That'd be nice. Wahoo McDaniel versus Nikita Koloff. Possibly they already wrestled. I need to look for stuff in YouTube when I get a chance when I'm not sleeping and yawning. Oh. I know the Freebirds were in Georgia, and then they would wrestle. They went to WCCW, and they would face the Von Erichs. They had a good feud. They made a lot of money over there. According to Michael PSAs, he tells Gordy and Roberts, there's a lot of money here. Come by. And then they start the feud with the Freebirds. And funny enough, I did not know. I didn't see all of the feud, but Michael PSAs talks about it. That the Freebirds and the Von Erichs, they started off as friends. Then there's an infamous cage match. I think it's with Kerry Von Erich versus Ric Flair. And then PSA ends up hitting Kerry Von Erich by mistake with the outside fence door. And that's what starts the feud. I think that's on the Von Erich's DVD, family DVD. Sadly enough, most of the Von Erichs they died. The only one that's live, I think, is Kevin. Was it Kevin or Eric? Kevin. David Von Erich died. I think he died. Ow, got a pain in my knee. I can't help it, guys. Maybe it's my fault. I didn't take my medication. But David Von Erich died in Japan. Something about food, and I don't know what kind of. He may have had some poison or drugs. And then Kerry Von Erich dies, and then I forget the other Von Erich. His name Michael, the shorter, wimpier one. He dies, and then only Eric is surviving. And I know Kerry Von Erich left up behind a daughter she grew up to be a wrestler for a while, and she was part of the beautiful people, but she messed up, became pregnant, and now she's a mom, and I don't know what else she's doing. Just for kicks, man, I would see. I think I saw her somewhere on the internet. I don't know her name. I just know she was part of the beautiful people. That's a good thing to talk about. TNA or Impact Wrestling. I think it was TNA. The beautiful people. That was a really cool click or a stable for the girls. That was awesome. I don't remember all their names, but I don't remember. Where are you guys? All right. I guess I'm gonna call it, man. Nobody came in here. Maybe next time we need to get this channel popping. We need to start talking here about wrestling and see if I can get some chatters in here. I don't know if anybody's watching. I'll see right now. I doubt anybody's watching. But if you're watching, I appreciate you comment. You know, I know today wasn't much of a show. Nobody came in. I was yawning. I actually had some diabetic nerve pain because I'm diabetic. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I love you guys. You guys are my brothers and sisters. And let's get it popping, man. Let's get some people in here, start chatting. I'm gonna leave you with this. The world will never be a perfect place, but we can all make it better. Till next time, my name's Alberto, aka Destroyer 48. I will see you next time. Love you guys. Take care. Keep in touch. Bye.